To take over the girl's body, the man first took advantage of the moment when no one was around, forcibly carrying the girl into his car. He then knocked her out with a hard punch, immediately after he drove to his residence. To prevent the girl from seeing her surroundings, the man tightly wrapped her in a blanket. He then threw her into a secret room less than 4 square meters in size. After doing this, the man closed the door. Soon, 10-year-old Lisa woke up from her unconscious state. Her young mind couldn't comprehend what had just happened. She looked around her surroundings in confusion, but the cramped secret room contained nothing except a lamp and a sink. Terrified, she could only desperately try to open the door. Clearly, the man had no intention of letting her go. Looking at the only vent above her head, Lisa screamed for help with all her strength, but all she got in response was silence. Helpless Lisa huddled in a corner of the room. At that moment, she had no idea she would spend a grueling 3,096 days in this tiny secret room. Soon after, the man pushed open the door. Under Lisa's terrified gaze, the man thoughtfully laid out a mattress for her. Facing the girl's pleas, the man said nothing and simply closed the door. Lisa knew escape was impossible, so she took off her clothes and stuffed them into a plastic bag nearby, creating a makeshift pillow. 3 days passed quickly. To build a bond with the girl, the man thoughtfully began telling Lisa bedtime stories and even brought her sandwich cookies. Seeing that the girl was gradually starting to accept her reality, the man seemed somewhat satisfied. Before leaving, he even gave Lisa a goodnight kiss. At this time, the television began broadcasting news of Lisa's disappearance. Lisa's mother was crying all day, blaming herself for letting Lisa go to school alone. Meanwhile, the deranged man and his mother also saw the news on TV. The next day, Lisa wrote a letter and handed it to the man, hoping he would send it to her mother's address to ease her mother's worries. But unexpectedly, the deranged man pushed her head into the sink, trying to warn her once and for all to abandon any thoughts of going home. After venting his anger, the man crawled out of the narrow tunnel, then slowly closed the heavy cement and iron door. He blocked the secret room's entrance with a safe, then placed a cabinet in front of the safe. These layers of barriers made it impossible for the frail Lisa to escape. Worried that Lisa might leave marks on him, the man always wore an extra jacket. Finally, he covered the basement entrance with a wooden board. After finishing everything, the man acted as if nothing had happened, casually sipping coffee with his mother. At that moment, 2 police officers knocked on the man's doorbell. They had a lead that a white van had abducted Lisa, so they needed to check all nearby vans. As the officers took photos during their routine inspection, the man felt a surge of panic because the police were standing right on top of the basement entrance. Fortunately, they left quickly after taking photos for evidence, allowing the man's suspended heart to finally relax. Soon, the man brought Lisa dinner. Panicked, Lisa mustered the courage